Hello everyone, please let me know, can you hear and see this beautiful setting? We're beginning a little like I'm early, waiting for all of ours to join, but you need to know that I'm here. Please let me know if everything is good with the connection. Hi everyone, hi. Hi Sandy, hi. We are waiting for others to join. It's not the beginning yet because more people will join to this Christmas tour. And I'm just showing you around. Merry Christmas, Sandy. Merry Christmas. Now you will hear Figaro, Wolfgang Amadeus, Mozart. I don't know if you can hear the music, how he's playing. I don't know if the mic catches the sound. Please let me know if you can hear the music play, like the guys playing on the goblets. Guys, we will begin very soon. It's just early. That is the entertaining part before we start. A little bit small concert. Oh, thank you, Anne, for the feedback. I really don't know how can you hear the sound, because it is very subtle. You know, it's not so loud. It's a miracle. How can one play on the goblets? Hello everyone, hello. We will begin in good 10 minutes, I think. You are early birds. Let me check my watch. Yes, in 10 minutes. I'm glad that you decided to join me today. Merry Christmas, everyone. Merry Christmas. You can see this sparkling, shiny stars, kind of festive mood before we start streaming. Welcome. Please let me know, how was your day today? Did you have a lot of presents? Hi Cynthia. Hi everyone. Hi. So Mozart on the background. We are close to Vienna. Mozart liked visiting Prague, and here he is. I will walk a little bit. Hello everyone. I decided to make an experiment and join this tour a little bit earlier, probably like when you see the notifications on your screens, on your, I don't know, telephones, computers. You need the time to find me out in YouTube and then to join the stream. Hi Jared, thank you so much for tipping. I received your tips today on buy me a coffee. Usually I answer each one of you who are supporting me, and I will answer to you as well today. And I'm so glad that you decided to join me today. Thank you so much that you keep coming to my tours, and thank you so much that you are tipping and supporting me through this difficult and challenging periods of my life. So we will going to begin on time, not now, a little bit later when everyone will join. And today is a very quiet day in Prague. So yesterday, I think there was no one, just absolutely. Even McDonald's were closed. It's a strange situation for me because in Ukraine, when we have the holiday, like people are having days off, it means that we can have an extra opportunity to spend money, to go and to shopping and to buy the stuff. In Czech Republic, vice versa. So during the holidays like Easter and Christmas, everything is closed. Just when I say everything, it is everything. Starbucks, McDonald's, all the supermarkets, nothing is working. Absolutely. It's not possible to buy milk or bread. Today, a few McDonald's in the central part of the city were opened. Even now I am close to Palladio. To you, this is the biggest shopping mall in the city center, just close to the old town square. You see, it is decorated like gingerbread house. So even this, even like, and there are a lot of like food court. Even this is closed. Tourists are are walking hungry, you know. So there is no chance to have a meal, or like, I mean, the cheap meal. The restaurants like this one, they are opened today, and the next house, which is called the National House, it was also opened today, but yesterday everything was closed, and even the working very like in the mode, in the night mode. So not all the transportation was working. So it looks like everything is just disappearing. I couldn't say dying out because it is Christmas. This is the time when everything is like when Jesus Christ was born, and everything is appearing. So that is the main difference between Ukraine and Czech Republic, is that everything is closed here, and it's not possible to buy anything, just absolutely anything, even water. In Ukraine, that is vice versa. Everything is opened, and the customers are welcomed to spend money. Let me know in the comments what is in what are the traditions of celebrating things like Christmas and New Year in your country. I think that Czechs, they are observing this chance, this right not to work, so they really don't work because it's just everybody have to have this holiday time together. Hello everyone, Merry Christmas. I'm wishing you the joyful Christmas full of miracles. I love when miracles happen on my tours. I believe that it's a miracle that I am in the safe place, in the safe city, And I hope that someday miracle will happen and I will be back in Kyiv again with the safe sky. Currently in Ukraine the situation is kind of different. In some cities it's quite, you could leave, but there is constant alert and possibility of the kind of airstrikes. In some cities it's not possible to live, which are closer to the France, and the situation is in some cases are not very good. People have to leave their houses. Today I learned the heart-wrenching love story. So before we start, let me. So we have 3 minutes before we start. Hello everyone, I will just share with you the love story from the front. There was a lady who is living in the village that is close to the front lines, and she fell in love with the soldier who was protecting Ukraine, who was serving his duty, and the things got very serious. The Russians were approaching and the whole village was evacuated. Of course, when I say the whole, it means like probably some people who really are like protesting and don't want to leave. Nobody will evacuate them except of kids. So according to the Ukrainian law, the kids should be evacuated even if the parents are objecting that. So if there is the zone which is very close to the explosions, to the real war border, the children are evacuated. And this was the case when the Russians were so close, and she was refusing. This lady, she fell in love with the soldier, and she was refusing to leave. Christmas time was coming, and this soldier really talked to her and convinced her to leave. And then one of our musicians wrote a beautiful song about their love story. And it's just the uplifting story was for me today. So I heard this beautiful love song, and it reminded me about the miracles that happen. The girl survived, and the guy is still alive, fighting for Ukraine. But that is the fancy, the interesting love story that I think will have the continuation in future, and they will have the kids. So she really left this dangerous zone, but she wrote to him the beautiful letter, and these letters that they were writing to one another, they were transformed by the famous musician into the song. It's interesting and very inspiring, because today we will be talking about our Ukrainian spiritual rituals, and not even rituals, but so kind superstitions and fortune telling. In Ukraine we have a lot of rules, and not rules but customs, when we try to predict our future, and especially the girls. So I will be telling today about our Ukrainian traditions and how we were guessing who will marry whom in ancient times. And I have the spirit of my ancestors with me. It's here in the supermarket bag. Let me reveal to you our magic diduch. I promised to you, I hope you remember. So if you are in the Facebook group, just a second. Diduch is very big. He's stuck in the bag. So I will keep moving and will try to take him. Okay, here he is. This is our Ukrainian diduch. And now my question to you: who remembers my tours in 2022, just before the invasion, when I was carrying this diduch with me on each tour in Kyiv. So this was the symbol of my last New Year and last Christmas in Ukraine before the invasion. So that is also the touching and uplifting story, because I didn't want to leave the spirit of my ancestors in Kyiv, and I took this sheaf of wheat. Sheaf is kind of the bouquet. Probably you don't. I hope you understand this word, sheaf. The sheaf of wheat with me. I took it from Ukraine, and I was carrying it through all the Christmas tours in 2022, when I was making the tours in Kyiv, and it's here with me today. I'm still having it, guys. So the most, what we as humans, we have these senses, like the touch, the smell, the taste, the hearing, the seeing, the sight. And when I smell this diduch, I really smell that Christmas before the war. It's so amazing that I can just smell this bouquet, and I feel like I'm transported back to the times when when I was making the tours in Kyiv. I really can feel it, especially those flowers here. So I think that probably we should start. It was just the chatting before the tour, but I think that today's tour will be like this. Like this, the whole tour. I will tell you my favorite Christmas traditions in Ukraine, that we have in Ukraine, and the whole tour will be about Czech traditions, Ukrainian traditions, and we are going to visit the most beautiful places and sites here. I'm starting close to the Powder Tower, and I'm going to walk with you along the streets to the Old Town Square. Usually I'm starting in the Old Town Square, but today you will see a little bit changed itinerary. I will be carrying diduch, and I will be telling you the spiritual rituals that we follow in Ukraine to know our future. So remember, I was telling you that in Czech Republic, the ladies, to determine whether they will get married or not, they throw their shoe and towards the door. If the shoe points to the door, it means that the lady will get married, and if not, she's just keeping throwing the shoe. So we are doing the same in Ukraine, and I will tell you much more interesting traditions. Merry Christmas, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. This is the official start of our today's tour. My name is Olga, and I am a tour guide in beautiful Ukraine, but today I am a tour guide in the mesmerizing Prague, and I hope to see you all in Ukraine after our victory. This is these are all my ancestors. You see, they are all like the small kind of branches, and inside you have the balls. So these are the souls of my ancestors, because this wheat, they should have this balls. I hope you can see these balls. So these balls represent the soul of the Ukrainian ancestors. That is something very important for me, because it's a part of Ukraine, and I'm using Prague as the background, telling you the amazing traditions of St. Andrew's Day. And I will be telling you about the traditions when we will look a little bit on the beautiful Powder Tower, because it is really mesmerizingly beautiful in Prague. And then when we'll be walking along the dark streets, I will be talking to you. So this is our diduch. Thank you so much for coming, for tipping. Merry Christmas, everyone. I just want all of you to have the miracle this year. You all have your own desires and I don't know, not problems, but everyone has the desires in their hearts. So I really want I will really wish you so all your desires may come true in the miraculous form, so you could feel that you are not alone in this universe, and somebody is helping you. And usually we get help, like the universe or God is helping us through other people. So let's be kind to each other and let help each other, because we are like transmitters, like how it say, like in the technical language, semiconductors probably. Like semiconductors of the God, of the fate, of the universe to each other. I'm sending you warm hugs, and we are beginning. I really don't want even to turn on the screen because I'm so beautiful here and I love looking at my diduch. So this is the spirit of Ukrainian ancestors, of my ancestors, and I'm carrying them with me. This is the tradition, to bring it to the table on the Christmas Eve. Merry Christmas, everyone. Love you. Let's go. So I'm flipping the camera. Okay, and we are beginning to walk on beautiful Prague. I will tell you about Ukrainian traditions when we will dive into the under this beautiful diva. This is the Powder Tower, and it was created in Prague is divided into the old city and the new city. And this tower, like, is saying to us, old days to that side and new days to this side. When I'm saying new days, new city was established in 1420, so it's also the 15th century. It's relatively new, but still Prague had the walls, so the city was surrounded by walls, and there were towers. Later, when the city was reorganized, the towers were the walls were demolished, but the towers are like standing even now. And this is the beautiful layout of Prague, that they didn't demolish these beautiful towers, and it's the most famous one. It's called Powder Tower because during the 17th and 18th centuries they would God was not, or the other was not for the other peoples. So what I was telling about the Powder Tower. In the 17th century, powder was stored here, and that is the name, Powder Tower. You can see the beautiful decorations of the Czech bishops and kings. This is because the coronation procession started from this place, and the future king he would walk through through this, like under the gates, and go. The procession would go to the Prague castle. So you see, the diduch is walking, diduch is leading our way. And since that time, since the 15th century, the tower was standing. But it existed even before the 15th century, because the foundations of the tower go very deep, like to the 9 meters deep, because here was the moat. So this was the protection kind of the protection structure of the city, because the moat, as usual, you know, the moat and this hanging bridge, this structure was protecting the whole medieval city of Prague from the invasions. There was no air force and air defense back then. So this is the most beautiful medieval gates. Throughout the Prague you would find another beautiful gates, but this is the most unique because it is decorated by the mesmerizing amount of these figures, and also you can go 45 meters high up to the top and look at the whole Prague. So that is available during the daytime. It's accessible up to the rooftop. We will go and I will start telling you about about my Ukrainian St. Andrew's Day and the holiday which is named Kalita. So today is the tour which is the kind of a mosaic tour. You will hear about Prague and you will hear about Ukrainian traditions. Welcome everyone and love you all. Thank you for joining me on Christmas Day. Merry Christmas everyone. Merry Christmas. Was walking here, I heard Shedrik, our Carol of the Bells, Ukrainian. So it was created by the Ukrainian composer multiple number of times, and it's like a symbol, like these buskers who were performing in the streets of Prague. They were like saying, "Hi Olga, it's like you are not alone. The world knows about Ukraine because we are all singing this hymn of Ukrainian hymn." Yesterday I told you the story. Carol of the Bells was written by the Ukrainian composer Mykola Leontovich, and it always reminds me about the fact that Ukraine gave this beautiful song to the world. Look at this medieval entrance. So I like that inside they even made the lamps in the form of the ancient torches, like the fire is coming out from this beautiful lights. And it's beautiful because it's kind of recreates this medieval spirit of the place where we are. So on this cheerful note, Merry Christmas everyone, we are diving into the old city, and the new city is decorated as yesterday I compared that with Champs-Élysées, really like Paris. Probably avenue up to the Wenceslas Square is decorated in this French style, joyful style of Paris, because the trees are all decorated by the golden lights. It's a silent night and we can see stars above. We have all blessed gifts of having these tours and living right now in the world together. So it's so wonderful that you could join my tour today and see beautiful Prague and learn the day, my favorite day in interesting, and it's connected with a lot of superstitions, because Andrew Apostle is important. Okay, you're losing me. I will probably go. This diva is capricious. Olga, soon if you can take us to see the flowers in remembrance, the memorial, if there is time for that. I don't know if it's better or not. And I will just keep talking. So you see the Prague, but I am telling you about work was completed and the winter was outside. So the young people, they had the opportunity to meet by the buffering. Okay. So you will see me and you will see Diduch. I will walk with you along the dark streets of Prague, and you will let me know when the connection will restore. So I don't want you to miss the interesting talk about the St. Andrew's Day or Kalita, because it's an interesting Ukrainian gatherings. So it's back. Let me know when the connection is kind of tolerable and you can see and you can hear me. Probably the tower just blocked it. That's sometimes happening. Okay, so we will continue. You know that in medieval times, by the way, I'm standing close to the House of Black Madonna. This is the most famous cubist house in Prague. So back in the days, in Ukraine, people were not Christian, we were pagans, because Saint Vladimir baptized Ukraine, like Kyiv and Rus, in 988. And we believed, just hear this interesting story. So we believed that the days are becoming shorter and the nights are becoming longer because the evil spirits are biting the sun. The evil spirits are biting the sun. That's what Ukrainians believed, or Slavic people believed. And then the good spirit, whose name is Kalita, is coming to help people, and he is fighting the evil spirits. So our tradition of this performance of that thing that you will hear is connected with these interesting beliefs, pre-Christian beliefs, that the evil spirits are biting, just literally, physically, are biting them son. Yes, the area is a little bit closer to the university. The young man, so this is the house of Black Madonna, the Cubist house. Now this is the restaurant. Inside you will see everything is geometrically in the Cubist form. So the chandeliers, the lights, the pictures. They have quite expensive and beautiful let me show you the fancy, beautiful fancy cakes, or just cakes. So what is the price? I'm not sure. I think about €5, but I might be mistaken. Oh, you see, someone will be happy, so they are packing a piece of joy for someone. Happy holidays, everyone. They are so diverse, different colors, different shapes and forms. So we will go and continue our talking. Ukrainian youth used to organize the parties in the home of the respected lady in the village. If the village was big, there were a few homes, because the brothers and the sisters, they were not allowed to visit one party, because they could, like, I don't know, become the couple in the future. And that is why a few houses of this respected women were chosen in the villagers. And the teenagers were going to these gatherings starting from the age of 16 or 17 up to 21, because at the age of 21 in Ukraine, people were considered old, very old. You know, these are the like the prehistorical era and medieval centuries, so people didn't live long. So people who reached the age of 40, 45 were considered like the people who lived long enough. And during these parties, we baked the round cake very hard from the honey and raisins and dough. So the ladies, starting from the old to the young, they would knead it. That was a very hard piece of bread. I'm going to show it to you, how it looked like. You now see it on your screen. So this is Kalita. You see? That is a hard bread. And the idea, the ritual, was to bite this Kalita, this round bread, without using your hands. Now I'm showing you the Trendelnik shop. Let me show. Oh my gosh, so they're having their beautiful chimney cake. Can I show you chimney cake? No, he doesn't want me to show his chimney cake. He's just running because he has a kid. So these guys are enjoying. Guys, I'm sorry, can I show you chimney cake? Oh, thank you so much. So see, it's such an interesting thing. Inside they have cream and a lot of chocolate. Is it sweet? It's really sweet. Thank you. Happy holidays. So now you can see Kalita. This is the Ukrainian sweet dessert, which was used as a game. So the guys, they had to jump on the stick, on the wooden stick, and they had to bite this bread, round bread, Kalita, that represented the sun. You remember we believed that the sun, like evil spirits are biting the sun. So Palyanica is the bread. Yes, Palyanica is also the bread, you are right, but this name, the name of this bread is Kalita, and the guys, they had to jump and to bite it without using their hands. That was very funny. I will show you how this ritual was happening. Can you see? The guys are just jumping, and that was connected with the pre-Christian times when we celebrated this holiday of Kalita, like the good spirit who descended the earth and who defended those evil spirits who were biting the sun, and that is why the days were getting shorter and the nights longer. So this is the belief that reflected the custom of biting the sun, and it became a fun game. And during this days, which this place and these games, which lasted up to the morning. Can you see it now? So up to the morning, the people were sitting, the young people were sitting together, singing songs and playing different games. Sometimes they have to be looked very attentively after, because even, like, you know, the undesired pregnancies might happen. They would sit up to the morning, and this was the responsibility of that old lady who was receiving this party. And at night, now I'm going to show to you how that was happening. So you see, the guy is jumping on the stick and the other guy is laughing at him, so he's trying to make jokes, and he needs to bite this round bread. The round bread had a hole in the middle. It was baked from the sweet dough with honey, and usually they took it, they were holding it on the red ribbon. We are approaching to the beautiful Prague Christmas tree, to the old town square, and that is the Kalita also. So after the midnight, the girls, they started to find out their future. They were trying to predict their future with the different rituals. And I will tell you these hilarious rituals after we explore the Christmas market in Prague. So I used this way to tell you, like this path from the Powder Tower to the Old Town Square, to tell you about this holiday which is called Kalita, K-A-L-Y-T-A, Kalita. Yes, that is the ancient Ukrainian tradition which is now observed. So this is how the girls were trying to predict their future. They have the rituals, and the main one was to find out would the girl get married next year or not. So the first tradition that I will tell you, and then I will continue later. The first ritual was to cook the vareniki, the dumplings, and invite the dog inside the house. So the girls would put these dumplings on the floor, like in the bowls, in the plates, and the dog should pick the plate. Whose plate the dog will pick up, it means that this girl will get married the first. So the girls had to do a lot of preparations, to cook the dumplings, to find the proper dog or the cat, because the dog should be hungry and not to refuse to take these dumplings. It was just one of the rituals, and I will tell you more on our way to the Charles Bridge. Now we are going to see the beautiful Old Town Square, and I will tell you a little bit about the Czech Christmas as well. So we are, hello everyone who just joined us. I'm holding here Didu. He's helping me to find out and to tell you about the Ukrainian traditions and also about the Czech traditions as well. This is the spirit of our ancestors, and the ancestors, their souls live in this beautiful summer bouquet. And when I smell, it smells Ukraine and the Christmas that I had before the war. Thank you for coming. Thank you for being with me today. Let's go and I will show you the Christmas tree in Prague. So Prague is beautiful in any kind of season, but it's just mesmerizingly beautiful during the winter holidays because everything is lit up, everything is decorated. The Christmas market is full today. On the 23rd of December it was closed because there was the mourning day in Prague because of the terroristic attack that happened a few days before. And now I am going to take you around the beautiful square and to show you everything. So in Czech Republic they also have funny traditions, like if you need to know the health, you need to cut the apple in half and look at the seeds. If the seeds are good, it means that you will be healthy. If you see the worm, it means that you need to go to the checkup for the doctor. So our Didu today is showing us the beautiful Christmas tree in mesmerizing Prague. If they are eating here for Christmas dinner, they are eating the carp. Today all the bathtubs are taken away, but just yesterday on the streets of Prague you could see a lot of bathtubs which look like the real bathtubs, and they have the carp, the fish, it's swimming there inside. So people are buying carp and preparing carps for like baked carp for the Christmas. Ukrainians are singing. I hear my language. So these are my carol singers. About the carp, Czech people eat baked carp and they put the scales under the plate and keep them to be lucky, or if you want to be rich, you need to put this scale like in your wallet and keep the scale of the carp, of this fish that you have eaten in the through the whole year, and then you will be rich. And also the kids in Czech Republic are very patient because Santa Claus is not coming here. Instead of Santa Claus, baby Jesus is decorating Christmas tree and bringing the presents to the Czech kids. And the Czech kids are sitting and eating the fish in one room, while baby Jesus, who has got the name Ježíšek in Czech language, he is coming, and with his little hands he is decorating the Christmas tree and putting the presents under it. And then they hear the bell, they hear the sign of the bell, and it means that everything is ready and the child can go to the room. So this is the show of the Christmas tree. My favorite movie, my favorite fairy tale, it's called Three Nuts for Cinderella. It was made in Czech Republic in 1976. And that is the show of the Christmas tree. Probably you hear the music of Three Nuts for Cinderella, and the Christmas tree is just beautifully flashes, turn on, turn off, in like according to the music. Please let me know, have you watched this Czech movie? I know that in Germany it is very popular, and every year about 100 times it is shown on German TV. Three Nuts for Cinderella. Cinderella is very beautiful there. She's so tender and at the same time brave, because she is a hunter. So that is this melody is known by the Czech people and even by me, because we were the part of the Czech Republic was the part of the Soviet bloc, and their movies were very popular in Ukraine as well. So I will try to move a little bit to show you from different perspectives. Let me know if you can hear the music. Oh, here is something. Nobody's here. I didn't watch that movie yet. It's called Three Nuts for Cinderella. Oh yes, this is the end of the show. And let me show you how many people are just below me. You see, the whole crowd of people are standing here. Here we are. Merry Christmas, everyone! And you can see the old town hall and the teen church. Teen church is called TYN. Teen church. Old town hall was built in the 13th century. And on the other side you will see the beautiful astronomical clock. I will show you the clock a little bit later when we will go to the Charles Bridge. And this is Teen Church. It was finished in the 15th century on the place where the Romanesque church would stand, and that was the famous yard where the merchants would pay the taxes, weigh their goods. You see these buildings, they are even older than the church itself. They belong to the 12th century. So they demolished the old church, but they didn't want to ruin the buildings, and that is why the buildings are here. And the emblem of Gothic architecture, Teen Church, is still standing here. Famous astronomer Tycho the Brahe is buried in Teen Church. The oldest organ in Prague is also situated here. I'm not going to go there. You see, there is the people blocked everything, so it's really the popular place today. In front of you is St. Nicholas Church, which has a big chandelier, like really big chandelier that was a present from the Russian Tsar to the Czechia. And here is the reformer. His name is Jan Hus. He was the predecessor of Martin Luther, and he was burned at stake at 1415. You can see he is raising from the ground above. The monument is interesting because it was created in the 20th century, in the 1918, and even like in the Soviet era, there were the not swimming pool, but the fountain, the water around it, and now you can see the benches, and during the springtime there are a lot of tulips. This is a beautiful Christmas market. Guys, please let me know, is it do you want to see what people sell there on Christmas markets, or are you full because everyone is showing you that snowflakes and things like that? I will probably stop at the most fanciest things and I will show you some interesting souvenirs. You're absolutely right, it's so beautiful. This is the Rococo Palace, Kinsky Palace. Now it's a national gallery, and it has a lot of Rococo details. Oh, so you want to see some Christmas market stuff. That's right, that's great. We will go down. So I have shown you Teen Church, which has two towers. They are not symmetrical. The names of the towers are Adam and Eve. The wider tower has the name Adam because he's protecting Eve from the sun that is rising in the mornings. And you can see again the old town hall that was partially ruined during World War II. You can see the red part, the red wall. It just has this ragged side. And instead of this long building, we have here the beautiful park. So we will walk now to the Charles Bridge. Thank you for joining, guys. Thank you for being with me. I would love to show you my face and say you again Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, everyone. We will spend probably about 5 minutes walking around the beautiful Christmas market, which is full today of people. It's popular place. It's Christmas. This is my Didu, for those who don't know. Oh, Julia wants souvenirs. Great. We will go and discover some souvenirs. And then I will continue my stories about Ukrainian fortune telling. You know, I'm quite a person here. Like everybody is watching at me. I'm having a light gimbal telephone and also this Didu. Nobody knows what is it. You can make a picture. Oh, Mitzi, hello everyone. I'm so happy that I can make these tours. I will never stop making them, but I really don't know what to show you in the next year, because Prague doesn't have new buildings. We just have this tin church, Old Town Square, and the Charles Bridge. So I really need your brainstorming. Please let me know, what do you want to see, to hear. I don't want to make the in-home tours. I will focus on walking along the streets. So we will explore the Christmas market and let's watch some souvenirs. I would be honest with you, Prague vendors are not that communicative, and they don't want me to show everything, but I will try to show you. I don't know why they are not so kind of hospitable and happy, because they probably guess that I will not buy anything. I am just using their stuff as the show. This is Trendelnik. This is the museums. Oh no, the museums, it's not possible to go inside the museums and stream inside them. I will not do that. It's in Ukraine. So Trendelnik, it's the chimney cake cooked on the log, on the open fire, and as I already shown to you, it is filled with the cream and topped up with the... I lost my mic, sorry. And it's decorated with them strawberry. I want to show you my favorite souvenirs. First of all, I like the pictures of Prague, because it is so mesmerizingly kind of beautiful during the rain. So it looks like this pictures, but it's not all. I like the cups. They have the similar motifs, the similar pictures on the cups. So you can find the pictures, and then you can. I'm sorry, I will just show. Thank you. And then you can show you can find the same images, the same picture on these cups, and they are very beautiful. This is my favorite souvenir from Prague, just here on this place, because here you can find them not made like from China. You will find like the word Prague, but here you will find them. They are really made like them, like the picture. Look, it's beautiful. It's really beautiful. So the price is about I think 12 euros or 15 euros. So they are made from ceramic. Borщ culture, borщ, music history of Ukraine. So the question is that I want to go outside. I don't want to stay in home and tell you about Ukrainian something. So these are the pictures, and then you have this on the cups. How would you like this idea? How would you like this idea, guys? To sell the pictures and then to have the same images on the cups. I think it is just wonderful. I like this interesting approach to that. They have a lot of wooden toys like this, wooden toys, which are also popular in Germany as well, especially these patterns. They are very intricate. The price is about 2 euros. They have, for those people who who are afraid to break the cup, they have this, you see, the metal cups as well. So they try to mimic, to repeat the images that I have shown you before, but like the previous vendor had the biggest collection. But here also it's good, and you can put them just on the stove and warm up your milk or your coffee if you made it 2 hours ago. So there are ceramic and this metal version. I am a person, I don't know how you are, but I'm the person who likes to buy practical things. And I bought 2 pictures here in Prague, but I usually buy something practical like mugs. So for me, the cups and the mugs would be the better solution than the, let's say, the pictures. It's just the decorations, quite a beautiful ones. Let me show you something else. So we will go back. No, we will not go back. We will go in between, because there is another layer of yes, limited where you can film. I would like to show you where they are. You see, some vendors are even closed today because it is Christmas and they just don't want to work. But the vendors who are selling the food, they are all happy, just absolutely happy to feed the audience. So this is the tradition of nutcrackers, and it's from the Austria, from Germany. So this is the very rich stole, and oh my gosh, so they're falling. It's the wooden, so the things made from wood. Nutcrackers. So back then, nutcrackers they were made as the popular souvenir in Germany, just to mock the angry and rich people, and people couldn't mock them like looking in their eyes, so they decided to create this nutcracker with this kind of disgusting or awful angry mouth that would crack the nut. Look at these gingerbread houses. Look at these gingerbread houses. They are overshadowed by the rest of the architecture, by the beautiful tin church, by the astronomical clock. But still, even if you look at these gingerbread houses, you could be happy in Prague with this. Oh my gosh, guys, I was showing you the everything for an hour. Have you noticed? We have been working with you for an hour, so probably we will have the long tour. Thank you for coming, and I see that even more people joined. I'm carrying my Ukrainian ancestors with me. They are protecting me. They will protect me through the next year, and I really believe that I should not leave them in Ukraine. So I brought my diduch with me today, and it will bring happiness and joy for you as well. So like this, and can you touch it? I hope you can, and just touch my diduch, and your wish will come true. Let's try. So we have made this ritual of touching Ukrainian ancestors. We have done. I'm going to show you the beautiful astronomical clock and tell you more about our Ukrainian traditions of how we were predicting the future during this St. Andrew's celebration of St. Andrew. more of Prague this time than last tour. Last tour was more of Ukraine. Wow, it's been yes, you know, this is these tours which are happening during the Christmas time. They are diverse. They are not usual. I'm not focusing just on the architecture or on some kind of cultural or historical stuff, because I want to tell you something more. So the astronomical clock, they were created in the 1420, and for 600 years they are working. I've been to Strasbourg. There is also the astronomical clock, quite similar to this one, but okay, Wayne, I will be staying, and we will have a long tour today, probably for 20 more minutes, definitely. The difference between, for example, this clock that are working for 600 years and the clock in Prague is that in Strasbourg, they are inside the cathedral, so they are not accessible. They're just accessible when the cathedral is working. And the show, you need to pay for it. It happens once a day. Here in Prague, everything for the people, because it happens for free every hour, and the astronomical clock are situated just on the street. So even at night, in the morning, you can come and see them. This is the difference from the other astronomical clock that still exists on our Earth. You probably we visited my tour. I will point with the diduch. The windows on the top open, and the Apostles' Parade every hour. The skeleton is ringing the bell, and all other figures are shaking the heads. They're refusing the death, refusing to die. The clock shows Babylonian time, Czech time, shows the current position of the sun and the moon and the stars, and it also shows the saint, each day saint, and it has the agricultural calendar. In the center of the upper dial we have the Earth, which is because people back then believed that everything is revolving around the Earth. So this is the most mesmerizing picture that I can offer for you today. This is Teen Church astronomical clock, and even beautiful Christmas tree is on the background. Ultimate Christmas picture. That is really, the clock is beautiful. They are still working, and it's accessible for everyone. You don't have to pay any money to see the astronomical clock like you have in other European countries, for example in France, in Strasbourg. So we will be moving a little bit further, and I'm not in hurry today. This is the old town hall. It has the different colors of the buildings because it was bought in different times and different eras, piece by piece. They were building it, and that is how the old town hall appeared. That is why, like, they had money for the red part, they built the red part. Then they had the money for the other part, they built the other part. What I like especially about Prague is these archers. I never paid your attention to them, but if you are the architect, like architecture, you should notice these layers of history, and they are everywhere in Prague. So the houses, when you come close to them, they have different features. For example, you can notice that this house has this Gothic arch, and then it has kind of some other layers. So in Prague, if you just take over these layers, you will see other styles, and it's so interesting and so beautiful that you can distinguish that this is really the Gothic arch, like now. The street lamps are really the the proud, something, the sign of a proud. So you see, this is the Gothic arch, and you know that this arch belongs to the, let's say, 13th, 14th century, very, very old. And then you have the other kind of features. The lamp has the gas inside, and if you come closer, you can distinguish the small kind of ring, and they could be lit, like turn on, turn off manually. Unfortunately, I didn't catch the special man. He is walking, and he is turning on the gas lamps. You see this this ring. So he's pulling the ring, and the lamps are on. That is happening just during the Christmas time on Charles Bridge and on the streets close to the Charles Bridge. He is wearing the medieval clothing, and this is the whole culture of these lamps in Prague. So they were made as electric lamps back then, and then they decided that no, Prague looks beautiful with the real gas lamps. So they again made the gas lighting, and it's something that is very unique, and the light is very, very bright, white and beautiful. In front of ours is a Renaissance masterpiece house, which is called At Minute. Franz Kafka lived here. And it has this sgraffito paintings which depict the Greek mythology. For many years the house standard covered with the plaster, and just a couple of years later people discovered that like there are layers of history below this plaster, and they removed the plaster, and now it's standing like strikingly beautiful because it is different from the other elements of architecture here on this square. Everything is like look more like Baroque or Gothic, but this house is the it's called sgraffito, Italian technique sgraffito. That is the famous breweries. The breweries are like popular here in Prague. Look at this. Beautiful decorations, and I just wanted to show you again this gingerbread houses, which is a quite popular feature in European architecture. You can see them in Germany or in Netherlands, these colorful houses and the tin church. So everything creates such a beautiful Christmas layout, and we are really like walking inside the fairy tale. I like the fact that for me, Prague is the only city where I can feel like I am in the medieval times. When I come to Paris, I like Paris. When I come to Rome, I like Rome or some other cities. But you don't feel like you are walking in the fairy tale. This is because Prague was not reconstructed, and the layout of the city wasn't changed that much. They didn't have enough money like in Vienna or in Paris to make wide avenues. Here in Prague, the layout of the city is still preserved as it was many centuries ago, with these medieval streets, and this makes the city so unique. I love Prague, and we are moving with my time machine using my Diduch to Ukraine, because I want to finish my story about the Ukrainian traditions. I have told you just one tip, like how our Ukrainian ladies were picking up the husband. Flip the camera and you will see the Prague, and you will hear the story about the St. Andrew's holiday, like this, like people were so this is actually the Christmas tradition. Now you can see like they are going caroling from house to house. So on St. Andrew's Day, on the 13th of December, the girls they were trying to distinguish would they marry or not. And they would go to the fence and they would count the fence sticks, saying old, young, and when the fence ends, they look at the stick. So if the stick is old and crooked, it means that the girl will marry the old man who will be not very beautiful and so the appearance of the stick of the fence determined the future husband. Probably if the stick would be without bark, it means that the fiancé, the guy, would be poor, and with the bark, it means that it would be the wealthy man. I'm showing you the picture of the famous holiday which is called Kalita, and this is how the guys are biting the round bread. According to our fancy tradition, like the guys are biting this round bread and the ladies are making the fortune telling. And when we will be walking, I just wanted to show you also how it was happening back then. I will be quiet a little bit and you will hear the music and the rituals. Let me know what you think about this. Yes, Wayne, it's not the Kalita, it's the Christmas celebration in Ukraine, and sometimes we have these performances when the man is wearing the women's clothes and the lady is wearing the men's clothes, and they are performing the what is song about. They are performing this song. It's and the other ladies are singing around them. It's also another way to make fun and to celebrate Christmas. I made this video myself. And it was like during this last Christmas, and it still just warms my heart because I made it myself, and I was kind of taking part in these celebrations as the viewer. So I went there. We had this beautiful kind of, it was dinner, and then we were dancing, and then they were making different rituals with the fire, playing there in the courtyard. So that was a celebration in one of the Ukrainian open-air museums. So I just wanted to show you how we are involved in that national celebrations. This is very important, and this is something that we want to preserve and want to continue doing because this helps to keep ancestors in our hearts. And I'm very proud that Ukrainians have such a long tradition. So here you wanted to see the candles. I will show you one of the places with the candles. You remember about this terroristic attack that happened. And there are a few. It's not the main place. It's just one of the places. It's just one of the places where people bring flowers and candles. We are coming closer to Charles Bridge, and there are a few of them. So I'm glad that Ukraine has such deep roots, and we can preserve them, because sometimes the countries don't have such a long history. We have suffered a lot, but we have this long history of celebrations and traditions. Oh, I'm glad that you could hear the music, and you can hear the Ukrainian language as well. Guys, I would like to those of you who are sending me tips, and not even tips, the Christmas presents. I'm so grateful to those of you who are supporting me. Merry Christmas, everyone. If you want to support the tour, you may find the two links, PayPal link and Buy Me a Coffee link, in the description of this show, in the description of this tour, or you can find them in the first comment that I pinned, the first pinned comment. And I'm very grateful to all of your Christmas presents. I hope to make more tours for you in the next year, and I'm not saying goodbye to you. I haven't planned more tours, but I will definitely do. And your donations, your help, make this tour possible. They are absolutely free, but still the food is not free in the supermarket, and the apartments are not free for rent. So for the people like me, like I'm a refugee, this is the only source of income that I have, and I'm very grateful for your understanding and for all your Christmas presents. Love you all, and we are approaching the Charles Bridge. Before we reach it, I wanted to show you how last Christmas in Ukraine looked like. If you remember, I was making tours on Hago and Beams, and I was living under that Christmas tree. So now I'm going to share with you the video, which will last for about 40 seconds. That will be a video of the last Christmas tree in Ukraine. I mean last, not the last, because even now we have the Christmas tree, but there was the big Christmas tree. I think that our government understands that the war is going to happen, and they decided to make the most beautiful Christmas tree in Europe back then. You will also see the video of Ukraine before the war. It will last for 40 seconds. Sorry. I hope you noticed that diduch, that sheaf of wheat that I'm bringing with me the whole tour. And thank you so, oh my gosh, I'm crossing the road on the red light. And thank you so much for joining my Christmas tour today. Thank you, Julia, for tip. Thank you so much for tipping. Oh, Alexander Serbiana from Kyiv. Hi, Alexander. I hope that you enjoyed the tour, because I was showing the way how we celebrated Christmas just before the invasion, before the war. Thank you for joining, and thank you for supporting me. I'm standing close to the Charles Bridge, but it's quite late. I have used all my time, and I want to tell you, I want to congratulate you once again with the beautiful Christmas. I want to fill your souls with the beautiful emotions and mesmerizing miracles. I am wishing you the miracles to happen in the year to come. And please surround yourself with the people whom you love, and just use every second to feel that love. Thank you, and see you in the next year. Your tips, your Christmas presents are very much appreciated, and I'm very grateful to those of you who keep coming to my tours, and you keep supporting me. Thank you. These tours are possible just because of you, because if there is nothing, it won't be possible for me even to buy a ticket for the tram and to come to the city center. But I hope that I will be able to make them next year, and I will see you all. Oh, the pigeons are flying just close to me. Merry Christmas, everyone. Please celebrate it, hug the people whom you love, because their life is so fragile, and you don't know what is going to happen in the next minute. But we have to believe in just in our victory and in our strength, because the right is on our side. Happy holidays, everyone. Happy holidays. See you next year. Goodbye. Let me check what pictures I have shown to you and not. And this is the picture of Ukrainian Christmas. So you can see the Christmas carolers. You can see the children who go from house to house. And some children look like ghosts. That is because they symbolize that these children were killed by the Russia. They were killed during the bombings, and they will never go caroling, and they will never go singing the Christmas carols. Sometimes, you know, in Ukraine, we are talking today about Prague and about Ukraine. In Ukraine, this is a mixture. This holiday is a mixture of the hope for the victory with such sad reality of the war, which is not tangible here in Europe at all. You can touch that, you can feel that just when you are on the Ukrainian territory, which is not safe. And sending you a lot of love. Let me finish with something more positive. What I have here. I will finish with that. So this was what was our tour about the young, how the young people celebrated Kalita or St. Andrew's Day in Ukraine, and how we are celebrating Christmas now. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Thank you. Goodbye. I will show you the tower. The beautiful tower of the bridge. And it's so beautiful. I'm wishing you the warmest thoughts and the best wishes. And a very happy new year. Goodbye.